Yo, long live the habitual line steppers. This is Kev, and this is BMBBH. Uh, Thank you for being here. Know it's a little late. I should have been on like an hour ago, but didn't anticipate that the WWE SummerSlam event was going to go as long as it did, and you know that's just a old time honored tradition with me. Um, ever since I was like 3 years old, just people would be saying stuff, but Kev, wrestling is fake. It's like then I would probably respond, so a lot of these content creators on this platform. So what's the goddamn difference? It's all entertainment anyway. But yeah, yeah. Thank you for being here. Please, as you come in, hit that like button. If it's your first time here, for anyone, hit that subscribe button as well, and you can become a member if you like. Right now, let me thank you to the channel members, D. Scott, Greg, Aaron Peters, and Phil Brad. Thank you for your continued support of the channel, and if you want to join these guys, you can very well do so. But that is totally up to you. And by you doing that, you're telling me that I provide value to your YouTube experience. So I do appreciate such. Yeah. So, all right. So, what up, new? See you down there. Tell Toya, what is up? Always a pleasure. I'm listening. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. I told my friends, man. I told my friends, yeah, Roman Reigns is going to retain. It's going to happened some kind of way, and yeah, it happened some kind of way. So so acknowledge your tribal chief one more again. What's going on, Rob? uh, Carlton Way One, what's good? Yeah, yeah, let me steal a phrase from Mr. Black like Revelation. um Go ahead, check him out. Okay, hopefully I'm coming in clear. Hopefully I'm not boring to you guys. Am I coming in clear enough for you guys? Just press a one. And I promise that better days are ahead. So yeah, so all right. So maybe guys, by seeing this topic, you believe that I'm going to go on a tirade of going to war with the so-called quote unquote haters. And hey, the people here are the ones that matter. So understand this: my consistency in the way I speak here is going to be there whether there are 10 people watching, 100 people watching, or a million people watching. I don't think any YouTuber will ever get a million live viewers unless you're a mainstream news source. But I mean, what event so catastrophic and big could happen to make that happen? So, hey, if you guys are out there dreaming about that, then so be it. If you like it, I love it. But I'm gonna promise to bring you the same type of consistency, the same kind of speech that I always do. I'm not gonna change, and if I do change, you guys reserve the right to call me out because this is not an echo chamber. This is where you can be brutally honest. That's why you will probably see some people come in and have wrenches, and you're wondering why they got wrenches. Because I understand that every opinion doesn't have to be mine. So to the to toward the subject matter of this SBE, this phenomenon that is taking over the space, whether you feel positive or negative to it, I'll have to say this, and Look, if this is getting these guys a wave, an algorithm, if it's a good content strategy, then so be it. KF here at Black Men Being Brutally Honest does not have anything against a black man getting ahead or prospering in any of these enterprises, especially YouTube. It's a crazy thought, but there are some guys that actually took their YouTube experience in their channels and they become successful with them. And why who I supposedly represent black men and are supportive of black men be against anybody trying to get the bag, whether they are using SBE or using the hip hop world or uh, using current events or using their genuine presentation. If they're getting the bag out of it, why are you against it? Anyone can answer that question in the chat. I would certainly like to know why there is a level of haterism that surround these spaces, and why does it always have to surround us as a people, as a group of people who just want to come and just listen to some good commentary, some good monologue, and whatever a person has to offer, it does have some value. I want you guys to understand that. And if you don't value it, you know what you can do? You can go to someone else's channel that you value. That's called a little freedom of choice there. So I don't have, you know, hit that live button on our StreamYard. I'm more so worried about what I can do here for the people who show up. You know, it seems to me that there's a lot of young men out there. When I say young men, saying younger than me, that is using this terminology, and men my age too. I'm not here to totally condemn it, but I want you guys to know one thing. I did put out a short, and it's probably going to be my lowest viewed short. And you can't hit the bullseye on all of them. But I just basically said that there are guys that believe in telling other men that they should cut themselves out of the conversation based on the fact that they're men. And really, that's a huge gaslight. Why are you telling me what the fuck I can or can't talk about? And if you are letting me talk about it, you are taking it to a level where it's spreading the idea that it's okay for the white man to come in and shut everybody down. I don't see coon shit like that as something that should be taken lightly. But of course, people agree with the idea of having this vision of this Orwellian dystopia where no one gets to say, the things that they feel, even if it's at a lower level, even if it's at, even if it's not promoting extremism, because this is not any promotion of extremism. Of course, you're going to have guys who are so emotionally wrecked that they're going to say crazy shit because that's the kind of world we live in. That's the kind of society we live in. Some of the shit that goes on outside in the real world is mind-boggling and appalling. So why would anyone be surprised if you got some nutbags that you know try to invade these spaces? You know, just to make a little sense. But my thing in saying that is there's some people up here saying some pretty crazy stuff in the name of, trying to tear apart what black men have, tried to bring to a um, certain social media website. So, I mean, I know I got a little lost at the end of that, but it's just when you're trying to say something or you're trying to give a message to the people, sometimes it's hard to figure out the perfect way to say it because is at this point due to my ethnicity and my archetype and my age, amongst other things, that, you know, what is it that I can say to some of you guys that would not suggest that I was some type of enemy or some type of weirdo that's trying to get you to eventually delete yourself? It's something that I wasn't really concerned about up until recently. Because see, what happens with toxic messaging like that is people don't know you and have this idea before they even meet you that if you're saying that this is who you are or you belong to this group of people, then you might have a fight on your hands. And I understand that some guys will just rather not even trouble or bother themselves with taking to that fight. They'll rather join the other side. And I get that. So when I see stuff like this, my understanding of the meaning of brotherhood when it comes to black men takes on a whole new meaning because it's not you, a lot of you guys don't understand it's not something that runs rampant within black men in 2023 is the ideal of brotherhood as a and the ideal of brotherhood doesn't mean that we all gotta agree, we all gotta be on the same page, we all gotta bypass the mistakes of other black men and not hold them accountable because that's just for clarity because there are people out there that will give you the idea of that is what many black men in the space are aiming for. The the destruction of accountability within men when it's my belief that we as black men we don't have a choice anyway, so why would we try to get rid of something that we have no control over, which is accountability? You really have no control over that. You can lie to people, you can bullshit people, you can sit all over social media and lie and do all these other things, but deep down the truth is the truth and you can't run from it. And it's not up to me to make sure that you understand what that truth is. Hmm. So, is SBE being used to protect hoes from words? The answer is yes. Yes, it is. Although SBE is quite frankly a way to use a use a smug narrative to control the speech of black men, to I would say more so not to draw any negative heat or attention to surrounding space. Meaning that if one or two black men start saying weird shit, then the whole group is going to be held accountable. So what we got to do is we got to try to do something we say that we can't do to women and shame them niggas out of saying whatever might draw this negative attention as a black man, and this is some of you guys' perception, you don't want to look like the weirdos. You don't want the people to believe that you are a part of a weirdo set, some whack group of men. And according to one of these content creators, it might actually affect the level of pussy I get. Like, if like I said, number one, if YouTube can affect how many women you sleep with in a negative way, then it ain't YouTube. It's you. So that's that's horrible fucking logic. But my thing is, my thing is, if I were to leave the space, I would look like everyone else. I would say I would look like all of the guys that call themselves leaving the space. I'm not leaving. I can't be a part of this space anymore, but can't keep the space's name out of your fucking mouths. Can't do it. Can't. It's not possible. I'll tell you why on that in a second. It's not possible. So I mean, what's up with that shit? If you are a powerful enough man, you can get your message across anyway, with or without a space. Not to say that you have to go into the I am him bullshit. I the niggas that think that I am him crap. You don't have to do that, but you can make enough common sense to actually get that point across. It is possible. Don't count yourself out as a black man. Don't count yourself out of the conversation. Don't delete yourself from the point of view just because the female said, uh, it's not a good idea for you to speak up and disagree with me. I get it. Some of you guys are under the scrutiny of your significant other. Hell, I have a significant other that sometimes has a differences of opinion with me. You know what that is? That's called treating her like a human being. That's what that's called. See, some of you cool niggas out there, some of you unmarried niggas, and I don't understand why y'all care about married men being into space. That's some whack ass shit. I don't give a damn how you perceive the space to be. I'll get to that in a minute too. No, no, let me get to that now. Let me get to that now. I hear murmurs from people who are like, it's weird that a married man is here. What are married men doing in the space? What are married men worried about what we're doing for? I tell you what that is. And it is not even important that men are married or not. It's just that when certain people, black men, say stuff that you don't want to hear, you go into this self defeating bullshit. It doesn't matter if a guy's married as long as he's simping. But if he's saying something that you disagree with, here comes the bullshit. He's married. Why is he here? This is a relationship space. This is not a relationship space. Relationships are discussed here, but this is a space for black men to give their perspective. Just because certain content creators say some things doesn't mean that it goes for all of us. And honestly, I think we should put it to a vote. But see, we are dealing with the I am him niggas. We are dealing with those guys. So that's a very deep problem. What's the qualifications? That some of these younger people think supposed to be like what, under 35, unmarried, trying to partay. Like what is it? What is the what who qualifies it? I hear all this stuff about 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. I hear all of this shit. All I hear is one black man trying to cut out the other. A bunch of niggas doing exactly what these hoes want y'all to do. Fight each other, disagree. Because when black men agree, when black men decide we want to be peaceful, what the fuck do y'all call that shit? A fucking circle jerk. It's a circle jerk. They just want to sit there and they just want to agree. And, you know, you say, you guys, many of you, the guys who like to scream S.B.E, you guys say we're the ones that want the echo chamber. And we'll use one content creator to prove it. Yet if I use about five content creators on your side, it doesn't count. I'm in my fee-fees. It's more of that self-defeating shit. The thing that I'm trying to say is this: when our people disagree with each other, we will say any fucking thing. Oh, he's married. He can't be in this conversation. He's not a woman. What are you talking about women for? He's not making six figures. He's not driving this car. He's not a player. It's like, damn. Everybody's trying to cut black men out of the conversation, except for being a simp and a kiss ass. Yeah, I see everything. They call us corrupt. The guys who say SBE, they call us corrupt. We're corrupt. We're trying to corrupt young minds by saying that they can go SBE women. You know, the lords and the masters of every fucking thing to these guys. Shit. I'm just trying to live a normal existence. I didn't know these hoes was that powerful. Powerful enough to make you want to say stuff like, "Hey guy, what are you talking about those women for? Hey, fuck you. You're an incel." Like, what? Nigga, you don't know me. It's so bad to the point where if you question them, they'll still bring up hoes. Hey guy, what are you saying this about the space for? You are male, right? Okay, male. What are you doing this for? Oh man, fuck you, man. You just mad because you ain't getting no pussy. All y'all do is bash black women. Bro, I'm talking to you. So let me ask the question in a way that you understand, fuck nigga. You know, and then that's where that starts to go. All because of this SBE thing. Saving hoes from words. Oh my God, those words. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. They're all conversations. They're points of views. And if anybody should have that point of view, it should be a black man. I'm sorry, other black men that don't think so, that's willing to tuck your balls in every time it's time to make a decision. Sorry about that, guy. I had a comment under my one of my videos, well, one of my lives from last week. Oh, you're so obsessed with strength and its ego. You got defeated by men wearing wigs and makeup. I said, what? In 2023? You mean recently? The last time I checked, I was born into an era where we had them shaking in their boots. But you know what you little millennials did? Oh man, y'all niggas talk about white supremacy. White supremacy is. Like, y'all fucked all that up. Let's let's be friends. Yeah, let's give DJ Kid a job. Like, man, what? Shoot. I'm only trying to help. Shit. I'm only trying to speak in a way that lets you know that everybody doesn't have a bullshit perspective. Shoot. I don't I don't care about field wings. I don't. I mean, I'm considerate enough of a person to show them basic human respect, but once you cross that line, especially because I'm on social media, somewhere where we can all prosper. SBE. Shout out to the guys pushing this SBE, the ones who coined the term. You know who you are. And if you don't listen to me, fine, fuck it. I don't fucking care. Shit. Those guys who coined that term SBE. I just see it, just like I said, as a way to try to neutralize a black man. I just see it. I just see it as that. I mean, it may not be as serious as I'm making it sound, but I mean shit. I mean, when you use something that is you to settle up with someone that just because you don't like them, shit. Shoot. I'm not gonna let you guys fuck this up. Sorry. I don't think that SBE is designed to stop black men from, going to women and saying this stuff like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself and the type of person you become. So you need to change to benefit all of us, benefit me as well. I think that's a horrible idea. I believe it's a horrible idea, and I don't believe it doesn't work. I believe it doesn't work because a lot of us don't have any shame. Mm. But at the same time, you ain't gonna just be sitting up there calling anything SBE or trying to use it as a way to, you know, cut ourselves out of some type of opportunity or, whatever level of hate that you or malignancy that you bring to this platform we call YouTube. Because what's the point at the end of the day? Shit. We're all wasting each other's time if it's like that. Otherwise, we're just all content creators. Shoot. But my point of view is this: men should be in charge of this conversation. I'm sorry if your blue pill dad or my dad gave it away. People like them gave it away. I don't care about all that. It's 2023. If we're doing something that has routinely not worked, then we need to try something else. Tucking your balls in and keeping your mouth shut is what you did before. And you see where you are now. You got blamed anyway. You got blamed for every little discrepancy. And it wasn't even your fault that most of this shit went wrong. Shoot. But then again, it was because you kept your fucking mouth shut. Don't get me wrong. The level of accountability that black men do have, like I said, it needs to be kept at that degree. Why would you want it? Why would you want to ease at this point? We sit up there and we talk about standards all the time. Shit. If we're going to outline these standards for others, we need to make sure that we're on point as well ourselves. You can't be a 300-pound nigga and then expect a girl that's going to be 110-pound petite and beautiful. You can't do it. Doesn't make any sense. It's just an idea. Just an idea. So I haven't looked at these comments. Here we go. Here we go. We got some Chef Mike's Roundtable, night ish. Weather says the space doesn't SBE anymore. I think 2022 was the year of SBE. Now the space is promoting black men to be as thirsty as possible. Passport thirst mostly. I mean, I've done some broadcasts where I've showed some thirst pics. You know, remember the one, but she thick. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. You know, get some of y'all oogling over pics. But anyway, thank you. And the black manosphere was never red pill, huh? All right, I don't know. I'm still kind of confused on the pill thing. Like, I know nobody wants to be blue pill. I know that much. If you don't do SBE content, why are you even putting yourself in that category? I don't do SBE content, and the fact that I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully I'm not in that category. Shit. Some people say I do SBE. Dude, I don't care about it. It is it's if black men can get a bag off of it, then I support it. I'll say that much. I support it. I s- I I, I support guys, and I don't mean like the guys that you say are actually SBE. I'm talking about the guys that coined the phrase that you fully intend to make fun of, like people like Fresh and Fit who they say do it. I mean, if they're getting a bag, I'm not against black men getting bags. I'm just not. But at the same time, those black men should be against guys like me getting a bag, whether you believe I do SBE content or not. Personally, by the way it's defined, I don't do SBE content. But if some Shrek looking motherfucker decides that they want to say that, oh my God, you're a married man and you're doing this type of content, then I'll be more than happy to explain to them what kind of content I do and whatever. Like, that's what I do the smoke show for. Whatever problem you have with any of the content that I've done in the past, they can hit that link. They can hit that link. My problem has been the level of degeneracy that black men in the West have sunk into. Mm. I mean, but for guys like me who try to often talk to people in reality, in real life about that degeneracy, then I'm looked at as like I got tap shoes on and I'm buck dancing and somehow um I'm trying to identify a problem and associate it with just black folks and not say that other groups have this problem too. Like, let's see. Most of the SBE cited isn't even in the black manosphere. Laughing. So Carlton Way one is also laughing. Okay. Whether here we go again. Most black men are not degenerates and have put up with so much. Uh, whether we don't identify as pookies. Hybrid pookies aren't the only black men who qualify as degenerate. Degeneracy can mean lots of things. Okay, well, I'll let you guys have that discussion right there. Spa the programmer. I want to see you SBE in peace. Afro Troop TV. Like number 22, what is SBE? SBE is shame, blame, and explain. Um, the guys that coined the phrase, I'm gonna go ahead and be realistic about this, probably ghost watch, but they'll never come over here and explain exactly that. And so I can't really push back against what that is. If I were on, if I'll put it to you like this, I don't waste my time trying to explain shit to females. I'll say that much. If they want to come in and join the conversation, that's fine. But when it turns into like when it turns into some type of level of immaturity, then I don't want the conversation anymore. I do fully expect for people to act like adults when they come here. So, oh shit, I must have made some. About five of y'all left. Shit, I must have said something that somebody didn't like, but whatever. Don't worry about the pills at new. Purple ass niggas. You are not in that. You not in that category. This is new telling you. Okay. What's SBE? Thanks. SBE is shame, blame, and explain. If you want a more thorough understanding, and I surely hate to promote content creators that don't promote me, and that's not me asking for shit, but go to Uncut Underground, and they have plenty of shows on that. Uncut Underground, uh, Ramil, uh, but guys like other content creators, even Zero will give you a thorough explanation of that. But all these other guys, it's like SBE, and fuck them. Okay, seriously, fuck them. If you're gonna do a show about the Jamie Foxx apology, he took the knee to some. Oh God, this man, this man has been sick, and then he has to come out of sickness apologizing. Oh shit. Hey, I mean, since you requested, I might have to look into it a little bit more. Too. That might be Monday. So yeah, shit. Thank you for the request. Shakanulu said how many channels they got to go to and explain it. How nobody goes over there. It's been explained quite a few times. I mean, if they're asking what it is, then I'm just giving them some places they can go just in case I get it wrong. Like from my understanding, if I were to put SBE in a situation, is like I said, I have say for instance I have a female on the panel, she a hoe, she got like two kids by three different dudes, and I'm telling her you ought to be ashamed of yourself. How can you be a good mother to your kids if you out here acting like this? Can't you see? Don't you understand? Stuff like that. I don't want to get it wrong. Shoot. Overall, I've seen significant improvement in black men and more failures in black women overall. Black community is a matriarchy, and most of us know why. Let me see if I can put this in a way. Uh, yeah, there have black men. I would probably say is many of us are improving because we are privy to information that our fathers and our grandfathers didn't have. But when you got Chief Keef looking motherfuckers running around here, that's like us taking a couple steps back. And the thing is, somebody's going to have to admit that this is a pattern of behavior that's starting from something. And you know, as many times if we try to explain these type of things into space, we're looked at like we're fucking crazy. And we can't keep sitting up there and explaining it and explaining it. And this is how I explain it. When you don't participate in behaviors that facilitate a home where both parents are involved, not even married, both parents are involved in the child's life, then that's a recipe for disaster, especially with black kids and all these bad influences, whether they be systemic or on the street. Why are we so hard headed and not wanting to discuss that? Or not coming to the realization that these things have realistic effects and it's costed many lives. You feel ashamed when a black person says that stuff? You know, as far as the black community being a matriarchy is because two people were fucking horny, and sometimes they were in a car, or they decided to go get a hotel room, or they were under the bleachers of a stadium, or you know, in a park, or amongst other things, in their mom's bedroom, and they didn't have any type of contraceptive or protection. That's how it ended up being a matriarchy. Shit, and they weren't angels back in the 1920s and 1930s either. And those are stories that people aren't ready to talk about. Chief Keef looking dudes getting all the women, LOL. I mean, that's what they saying. That's what they saying. They getting all the women. I mean, I would say they're getting the ratchets. I mean, what self-respecting, well put together B Dub would want a Chief Keef looking nigga. Now I know the answer you're gonna give me, but shit. Yeah, if I met a black woman who was with her husband and three sons, she was respectful and she deferred to him with pride. The kids were behaved. They moved like a unit. If only most black homes were like that. Sounds like strong black male leadership at work in that situation. Responding programmer said, I got the Chief Keef look, but that doesn't apply to me. As long as you're a productive human being, one of the first lessons I was taught as a child was don't judge a book by its cover. So It was never people out of the I've never had a problem with hood people. I've gotten along with hood people. Some of my best friends are hood people. Haha, No, I mean, y'all know what I mean. Cause my deal is I always seen them as black, you know. My problem has always been fuck boys. Whether they're from good neighborhoods or whether they're from bad neighborhoods, whether they're from single parent homes or whether they're from homes with two parents. Fuck niggas come in all kinds of breeds. I mean, all well, come from all kinds of backgrounds. Shoot. Never, ever, never, ever in my life will I ever be the first one to show ill will towards someone based on their look. But if they carry themselves a certain way, if they carry themselves a certain way, and they just giving off these fucked up vibes, then I have to look at them and kind of shake my head. Brother said, I hate that I supported SYSBM. Those dudes are weirdos. I mean, I I don't know. Just people claiming acronyms, and that's no shot at anybody. I've said this in the past. Even motherfuckers that were claiming BMBBH back in the Facebook days. I mean, I would often say that yes, there are weirdos that hide in those movements. I wouldn't condemn the movement completely because I know there are some good, well intended guys in those movements that have adopted the philosophy itself because of what they experienced when they were told that uh, marriage was some magical shit and it didn't work out for them. The one thing you have to understand about guys like that is that they are enraged because something has happened to them, and they were routinely lied to, and just you're raised to believe that your purpose is to grow up, get a job, get married, have children, and there's no other possible life for you. This is something that was constantly taught to me. And the thing that is never considered when you tell men that shit is everybody isn't built for that. All men aren't built for that. Just like all men aren't built to play football. All men aren't built to be champion chess players, you know. We're not we're we're given the cookie cutter approach. We're given the one size fits all, and that shit doesn't work out. And what that does is create some weirdos. It's creating weirdos, and I'm not blaming bla- I'm not shirking the accountability from the weirdos themselves because when they say weirdo shit, they need to be called out. Period. It's just what it is. They need to be called out. But also consider what may be someone's weird, maybe someone else's normal as well. So you can't just, be subjective and just shit on folks and say, "Hey, motherfucker, you're a weirdo." I mean, if they're okay, if it's not super obvious, if it's not super obvious, So I understand that there might be a couple of smart brothers, a couple of intelligent brothers that keep to themselves, don't bother nobody, don't espouse hatred and insane rhetoric and say shit like that say SYSBM at the same time, but at the same time I'm not going to deny the existence of weirdos. And if you want your movement to be looked at as something serious, you are going to have to deal with the weirdos. That is just what it is. I think it's weird if a stacked woman who has an Instagram account with at least 500,000 followers, I mean, and she's getting thousands of likes on all her pics, it's not very likely you're going to get her to make you a sandwich. It's not likely. I mean, believe in yourself. I mean, what do I know? What the fuck do I know? But you just ain't gonna walk up to somebody who got 500,000 followers on Instagram and be like, "You should not be doing this. Why are you doing this, girl? You ought to be ashamed." No, no, you can cancel that shit. You man, go to the Walmart and see if you can just at least get a phone number. That's what I say. Shoot. What's the goal? Is the goal to find a wife? Yeah, we have reservations about people being married that are here. I try not to, I went ahead and made a video about Lizzo anyway. So I want y'all to go and check it out. I made a video about it. I don't give a fuck about Lizzo. But this shit does sound pretty crazy when you got motherfuckers when you're accused of making your workers eat bananas out of vaginas of sex workers. I think that's worth a mention. that shit is that shit is messed up. You're describing SBE. Oh, okay. Art install. What is up? Say y'all look at the Gen Z black women and focusing on that. Those black women are too young for y'all. Yeah, yeah. If they looking at Gen Z black women, I mean, if somebody's looking at if an old nigga like me is looking at a Gen Z black woman, like she, the- look, look. If I were in that position, some kind of way, the first thoughts that will come to mind is we are not going to meet up mentally. A person half my age is not going to meet up mentally, and that's going to be a recipe for disaster. I'm a more settled person. My club days are over. Her club days are just beginning or starting to hit their zenith. She's not going to want to give that up. These are some things that men have to think about. She too young. She too young. Leave that bitch alone. You know, find one your age. I mean, if you can handle them like that, you can handle them like that. I'm not dick policing. Jake Paul just knocked out Nate Diaz. Oh, okay, hybrid. I was just like, okay, well, wasn't Nate Diaz kind of a dick in his younger days? So what the fuck ever. D Scott, what it is, say it ain't so, Kev. Some random bitch gets pissed in Dubai. Isn't gonna make me a sandwich? No, no, not at all. Nope. Sassy trucker look like won't be making anybody a sandwich for a little bit. But same man. Lizzo finding out that the world is correct. Yeah. Like, you know what? I hate this. I mean, I'm not gonna say I hate it. I mean, hate is just such an extreme word. I would just say it kind of gets on my nerves when people try to use something that they feel should be looked at as a disability to gain sympathy. Like something like being overweight is not an excuse because there are so many stories out there of people who have dropped that weight and have a better quality of life. And if she really wanted to lose the weight, or she if she really wanted to lose the weight, she'd have lost the weight. If she really wanted people to see her as a normal person that is not fat, all she has to do is shut the fuck up and not give power to what people are saying about her. That's all she has to do. She want everybody to think that she beautiful. So like anybody that has that dream waking up, whether you're a man, is like, oh, everybody should think I'm handsome. And I don't ever hear men saying this, but I'm just putting that out there as an example. Or a woman that just wakes up and say, oh, I just want everybody to think I'm beautiful. You're not gonna get your wish. And that's what Lizzo was trying to do. She was trying to force everybody to believe she was beautiful. And maybe somebody would have. There were a couple people actually, like her boyfriend, Mike Wright. the guy she finally hooked up with because she couldn't get Chris Evans. Shoot. There are plenty of men, black men in particular, that rock with big women. I've seen them. I've grown up with some of these guys. Love them some big women. They do. And these big women weren't necessarily loud and obnoxious and just put themselves out there like Lizzo did. They were reserved, and if they had anything to say, they said it to their men. Shoot. I will forever say the problem with Lizzo is that it's her fucking attitude. It's the way she presents herself. But would I ever try to sit down and Lizzo and tell her all this shit? Hell no. What for? She's not gonna change. Lizzo, you big. You need to lose some weight, goddamn it. You need to stop acting like that in public. Shit. Shoot. Even I was embarrassed when you was had your had your butt cheeks out on courtside around some kids. Making a spectacle of yourself, girl. Change, bitch, change. Please change. No, that's not me. I'm just gonna look at her and shake my head. And look at her and say, that's a celebrity. But if she's sitting up there making her that's crazy shit though. Think about how crazy that is. Imagine that you're going out in Amsterdam, home of great weed, and they take you to an exotic, take you to a strip show and make you eat bananas out of the pussies of the performer. Like that shit's crazy as fuck. I don't even think it's good for the bananas. Shit, they seen Lizzo and like, God damn, fuck. That big bitch is here, y'all. Entertainers were dope at what they did and never tried to use their weight to define them. Lizzo is an NPC and her only identity is that the scale is in solar tons. And I mean, if you really listen to Lizzo objectively without really thinking about is Lizzo, if you break it down to just her talent, she is talented. It's just that when you start listening to the lyrics and when you start seeing how she presents herself in public, then every time she hits social media and start crying, and then want to be butt naked, half naked everywhere she go, then that's what kills it with Lizzo. It's just like, ugh, okay, that's no, I rather not. I rather not. Yeah, I mean, you had the Fat Boys, you had Heavy D, you had the Notorious B.I.G. And it that their weight did kind of define them, but they didn't carry that mentality around. You ever heard Big really say, "Oh man, I'm so fat, I'm fat, I'm so fat." The Fat Boys did, but they made that shit cool, and they still got groupies. Uh, who else? Chub Rock, um, Heavy D, who presented himself as an agile fat man, but he called himself the overweight lover. But still, it wasn't no feel sorry for me shit. The solar tons. That nigga said so. That's that's a that's a lot. She trying to force her stab to eat bananas out of snatch. Disgusting, huh? Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh, yeah. Raven Knight. What is up? Even on the woman's side, Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, Jennifer Holliday, Jennifer Hudson before she lost all the weight. Lots of big women were doing big things. Lizzo just big dumb. Yeah, yeah. Oscar Mayer, heavyweight champion, talented at eating Twinkies. Shit. Cheese Puff Universe in boss. God damn. Holy shit. We got a new member. D Rock Den. You are number 5. Thank you. Thank you for your support. And I will continue to deliver this content. I will continue to do so. Thank you very much. And you can do like D Rock Den has done. You can also become a member. But appreciate it, boss man. Boss, boss. Yeah, shoot. I add you to what we're talking about is the SBE being used to protect holes from words. But it goes much deeper than that. It goes much deeper than that. So, there we go. That's looking a lot better. Glad that list is getting a little longer. Yeah, so let's keep that up there for a second. RPM says, as a writer, I don't listen to new age garbage. Only very few have actual talent worth talking about. Yeah, it's hard to listen to these new motherfuckers, man. It really is. It's hard. And then the shit that they trying to roll with, I don't see any of you guys as well, not you guys, but I don't see any of them guys as somebody that I have to listen to. Like there were some guys that were so cold back in the day, you felt like you had to listen to those guys. That you didn't know what you would do if you didn't have those guys in your life. Now you don't even feel that way about these dudes these days. You don't know. I mean, shit. I mean, do you listen to any of these new rappers and give them the same level of reverence you would give somebody like a Eric B and Rakim or a Wu Tang Clan or an Outcast? No, you don't. And these dudes, and then it's likely that a lot of these new rappers that sound the same as every other the 30 or 40 motherfuckers that's on the radio right now, there's a possibility they're gonna end up a toe tag. Toe tag is military. You know what I mean? They're gonna end up in a body bag. Travis Scott. Travis Scott. I'll say this though. Ken Kendrick Lamar is about one of those that he's more recent that is tolerable. Saint Nick 69, what's going on? Yeah, yeah, but shit. So, yeah, they say you said that you're implying that SBE or saying SBE is used to protect hoes from words. What do you mean by that, Kev? What do you mean by asking that? Well, Kev, I will say this. It does seem like a lot of the numbskulls, the chatty patties, as new would kind of refer to them as, it does seem as if they are using the SBE. And what the fuck? When did you become a member? Am I not noticing you guys not becoming members? The fuck? I'm sorry if I didn't acknowledge you. She Tara. Thank you. Guess I'll add you to the list. And Black Light Revelations too. Okay, let me add y'all to the list. Wow. I didn't know you remember. Need to look at my analytics. Tara, Tara. How are you doing today, by the way? I really appreciate the support, y'all. That looks better. That looks better. All right. So y'all caught me off guard. Appreciation is humbling. So And when I say the word hoes, and I want people like She Terror and Toya to understand, I'm not referring to all women. So we don't do all over here. So wow. So yeah, I was having a conversation with myself. So why would I say it's protecting wholesome words? I don't know because it, I don't know. I believe that like it's kind of making some simps like simps. It's kind of making simps a little bit stronger around here. It's making them stronger. And I don't like anything that gives them any kind of satisfaction. So when I say that, it's out of some sheer pettiness. Mm, It's out of sheer pettiness. So, all right, guys, anything y'all want to ask me? Yeah, I dropped the link. Mm, Drop the link. I get a little bored talking. I bore myself a little bit sometimes. That's just me, though. Yeah. See if anything I missed that might be important. Nah. Okay. Oh, look, it's AM1, y'all. Dudes constantly discussing, complaining about women who owe them nothing. It's simping. Well, let's see. Let's see if AM1 is correct. Let me go ahead and look up. By the way, AM1, I don't care if you are in front of fat niggas. Kev is not a bitch ass nigga, and I want you to understand that. If you are from fat baconator Dunkin' Donut ass niggas, sitting up and calling me a bitch ass nigga, I ain't forgot about that. Not at all. Not at all. So let me share this screen. Yeah. Shaka Nulu says, huh? Yeah. AM1 and Man of Tomorrow was on a broadcast with each other. Once again, giving out their grievances about the space in the black manosphere. And Man of Tomorrow called me a bitch ass nigga. Something that is much harder to call someone 2 feet in front of them, by the way. So, I mean, I don't, I don't give a damn about shit like that. What realistic impact can you have on me calling me a name on the internet? But hey, it was kind of disrespectful. Give a fuck. Okay, so definition of simping: to simp, tricking, groveling, or basically just letting females walk all over you for no apparent reason other than your own bitch maintenance. God damn, that was a pretty savage definition. Shoot. The man said, "Oh, these bitches don't want y'all. How you know? How you know somebody don't want these dudes? Dude, are you inside these women's heads?" Okay, D Rock Den, thank you for the Cash App, and you say I just gifted your channel 10 memberships. Oh, awesome! I really appreciate that. Is that something that you had to pay for, or just what's that? I mean, if you did, man, I really appreciate the support. I mean, shit, thanks, dude. Take a look. That is some awesome shit, man. I appreciate that. But AM1's definition of simping is different from the Urban Dictionary. But I guess since folks act like they have the reality stone, and they could just make shit into what the fuck they want to make it into. Then I guess N1's definition is correct too. See, completely. It's Shaka Noodle says simp, sucker, idolizing mediocre pussy. It was an acronym that was put out by Tommy Sotomayor years ago. No, AM1, you didn't. Man of Tomorrow did, if you were listening. And you were sitting right there. I mean, I'm not saying you did, but I mean, shit, agreeing with the sentiment might just be like make you just as bad as the other motherfuckers are. I'm not saying you did it. Shit. Rock being new member. I see your new membership, but I don't see the gifted part anywhere. I mean, forgive me if I'm just not looking hard enough. Let me see. Oh, I see where you said. I see it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it on my phone. Saint Nick's. What did Saint Nick say? What did Saint Nick? Hey, Raven. Let me see. Yeah, because I can't see when y'all block channels. Raven Knight. What did Saint Nick say to make you block him from the channel? What you stated first was not very clear. I don't remember agreeing with him saying you're a BAN. Either way, you should ask him to back up his statement. I ain't gotta. He said that was an accident, Kia. Okay, unblock the dude. Well, I'll do it. Raven Knight said it was a finger slip. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go in the system and unblock them. Why would you ask somebody to back up calling you a bitch ass nigga though? Shit, I'm not gonna ask him to back it up. Fuck, folk. I got to verify with him that I'm a bitch ass nigga. you, you, you motherfuckers sound crazy when y'all say some shit sometimes. Hold on one second. I'm gonna go in this system. Let me see. Community. Uh, hidden user. Somebody must have already unhid him. Cause let me see. I'm just be patient with me for just a moment. I'm checking my studio to see if there's anyone hidden that I don't know is hidden. Okay. Spain man, who hit Spain man? That's why Spain man hadn't been over here. I just unhid Spain man. I mean, what the fuck did Spain man say? Like, I don't remember Spain man saying anything. See, that's the thing when you give people wrenches. I mean, I'm not saying that it's people who are present in the chat right now, but motherfuckers just be hiding random fucking people, man. You don't have the power to do that over here. Shit. So I don't see Saint Nick's hidden. I unhid Spain, man. So whoever did that, saying just at least if it's a good reason, I don't care, but I don't think it was a good reason. I don't remember Spain man saying anything crazy. Saint Nick's, okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, I'm here and I didn't say anything. Well, Saint Nick's, you're unhidden, so okay. He said it was a finger slip. He said it was a finger slip, so I mean, it's all good. Sir Anthony, what's going on? Uh-huh. All right. All right, it's all good. Want to respond to a comment. K. Williams said at the end of the day, ain't no nigga breathing about to tell me what I can discuss. I'm 46 years old. Fuck out of here. Exactly. Take your stance as a man. Take your stance as a man, bro. Yeah, Raven Knight said that was an accident. Okay. All right. Cool. It's cleared up. Everything is cleared up. All right. So and one says, "Well, you just said you felt all disrespected by some other guy online." Ha. Oh yeah, I know how people like y'all react. If somebody responds to something that you said, then they can be a range of things: sensitive, crybaby, in they fifis, all that stuff. It's never gonna be he responded to me like a man. It's never gonna be that. So I get it. I get the smugness. So anyway, all right. I hope everybody is pressing like in this motherfucker. I mean, likes are for free. It's not like a super chat or anything, dude. And boy, if I learned my lesson about uploading a video on a Saturday, never again. Like, good God, I thought I'd at least get 100 views. Shit, but nobody's perfect. But anyway, go ahead. Like I said, people like that guy who was just in the chat. Like I used to get called by content creators. A lot of content creators used to call me that guy in the chat. Whenever I used to give any kind of pushback or anything, or at least start like heckling the guy that is actually on the panel until I get timed out or some shit. I'll be that guy in the chat. They would never say my name because I gotta admit, black men being brutally honest is a little long for somebody to just say in one sitting. I mean, it's not that hard if you can read English, but I wouldn't be reading it every time. Black men being brutally honest, even though Kev myself, I will read Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. I will read that, but I do understand that everybody ain't me. Everybody ain't me. But for a long time, I was that guy in the chat by certain content creators. So, on this channel, I try to be more open with people who come in the chat. This is why I use names. This is why I say your names more often than a lot of content creators would. Because hey, you're participating in the show as well. You are. Yes, you are. Mm. And he says, instead of feeling disrespected and hurt, uh, by his word, hurt. Oh, see, yeah, that's another little gaslight term that black people use to try to throw you off your game and act like you're not supposed to respond. They say you're hurt. Like, man, I don't wake up thinking about this shit. I at an unbelievable rate. Instead of feeling disrespected and hurt by his words, make him prove what he's saying. Assuming that you feel I don't have to make anybody prove that I'm not a bitch ass nigga. Maybe I should just kick him in his nuts. Like that. That's how you prove it. Hey, hey, I'm not a bitch ass nigga. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Or are you more talking about his anti-black manosphere rhetoric? Like, where he says that he wants people to die. Drop that link, nigga Roshi. I did drop it before. Hey, AM1, why are you here? Like, I know you like kind of invited me to your channel, but I would like to talk to you anytime on this channel. You, truth as I know it, man of tomorrow, and let's throw in spiritual logic, that guy. Because I mean, you got a lot to say, and if you really want me to prove you guys wrong, I can answer you live and in real time. What do you say, you four guys? Hey, AM1. No, if we talk, it'll be on my channel. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it just like this, bro. I mean, it'll be just me. I ain't gonna mute you guys, you know. And I mean, like, you're doing nothing to increase or decrease my popularity. I'm not gonna do something like let BGS up here or anything like that. It'll be just me, and I'll give you guys a solid hour. I mean, you can do whatever you can to debunk my logic, to even have the ego to believe that you can actually make me look stupid. Shoot. All right. Well, I mean, get with them and tell me what y'all think, because I know y'all talk to each other often, because y'all like each other and y'all like to look in each other's eyes and like to wake up thinking, hey, how are we gonna talk about these niggas this time? You know what I'm saying? Is Jay Uso the new tribal chief, undisputed champion yet, or the verdict still out? No. The answer is no, son. It's hot raw. Shoot. And like, I'm not like other content creators. I'm not gonna be like, man, fuck you, nigga. I come around to give some pushback to the guys that like to talk about the guys talking about the women's. Nah, after you posting lame memes about me and your community tab, you have to come to my channel and explain yourself. Okay. All right. So he's saying no. He's saying no to a 4-on-1 where they actually have the advantage because it's over here. Like, I'm gonna pull some shit that is not becoming of a man, which they believe that I'm not, because I'm supposedly kissing BGS's ass. Like he implied when he was on his channel the other day that I hawked BGS down. I begged to be his friend so he could share my videos a few times, which I never asked the motherfucker to do at all. So why in the fuck would you turn down something like that? Is beyond me, unless you want to stay in your little echo chambers and wham, wham, wham about the same goddamn thing. All right, so hey, I see we have nothing but time. What up, Ray?
Hey,
What's
what's
going
up,
on?
brother Kev? What's up, bro? Does my sound good?
Yes, your sound is awesome. I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay, good. There was some complaints last time I used these earbuds.
Mm. Oh, okay.
No, I came up because seeing you was going off. I was like, damn. What I mean? I'm multitasking, doing my own thing, and listening to you. I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I did see video you did of Lizzo. Man,
Mhm.
that bitch is crazy. She's nasty. She no good
Yeah,
than that bitch. What's her name? Sukiyama. They're probably in the same.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they're in the same boat.
yeah. But I tried to get like dual perspectives on that video, though. It was like, this could be Lizzo actually a crazy ass bitch, or her workers are disgruntled and could be lying on her. Both are very possible, but I'm in no way, shape, or form feeling sorry for her in any way. She brings this shit in. She brings this shit on herself. It really is.
Yep.
She,
Yeah. I don't feel sorry.
yeah. So let me read. The StreamYard lets you multi-stream. All parties involved in a conversation can simultaneously stream. Uh, just look, I don't know, I just want in real time be able to respond to all of the little sentiments that they have. I'm not trying to bridge some gap or make peace or make nice. I just want to, like, since y'all like to talk aggressively amongst each other, why don't you talk to somebody that actually you know, claims the space. All this bullshit and nonsense. I'm not afraid of being called names. Period. It's just that it doesn't bother me. What does bother me is the bitch assness though of saying stuff like, and these are these little chat monkeys and some other content creators saying stuff like, and I don't. It's like old K. Williams said right here. All this BS about you not supposed to get bothered by words is wild. If someone owed you money and told you I ain't paying your punk ass, those words matter. Yeah, that's a situation with a different complexity, but I get the meaning of what you're saying. I can always respond to words with
That's
words, though.
hilarious.
I can always respond to words with words from anyone. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter what the other party may believe about me responding to their words. But AM1, yeah, we did agree to me coming to your platform. So let me think of a day I can do this. In fact, just do a broadcast and drop the link one time and just hope I come through. You know, because I did something that many of you guys over here in these spaces haven't, and it's not a put down, but I got a wife and kid, man. I mean, shit. My kid is a total daddy's girl, so I got to make sure that I'm able to uh, balance out hanging out with her, which is my bundle of joy. She's about to start the third grade, and that shit's crazy. I'm holding her in my arms one day, and the next day she's starting third grade. Or, balance that and, trying to be balanced back to the force in these YouTube spaces. Shoot. Like you guys say, I'm not one of these content creators that so called S.B.E. women, which is it's just I don't know, man. I get the concept, but it's just wild. It's wild to me. So let's see. You say I don't care about the 401. Hell, shame, blame, and complaining is about the men in this space. Zentober. These guys who claim to not talk about women are still talking about them through proxy by telling men to stop talking about women. It's funny how they don't realize this. They also will sit there and talk about women. They will sit there and give you advice on women, tell you that women are this way and tell women are that way with no women present. And then they'll actually let the input of a woman, come into what they're talking about just to prove a point.
And to add, some of the same ones too. I've seen them on the women channels, chopping it up with them.
Let me tell you, let me put you out like this. There's nothing wrong with that, but for the image that some of these guys are trying to present is hypocrisy. Many of these guys that be on these channels talking real fly about dudes in here have come through this channel quite often, and they want to sit up there and talk about manhood and you know what it takes to be a man and all this other shit. But then, well, we'll chop it up with messy ass bitches. And I mean, like, hey, I'm not totally blaming them for that because heterosexual men are going to talk to women, but don't come over here with one thing and go over there with another because we see all of it. I mean, I see all of it. That's what matters to me. Shoot. But shaming doesn't work, Ray. Why is that? Why doesn't shaming work? Do you have an answer for that?
Yeah, well, shaming, well, depends because shame should work when you're shaming someone, and when you're in the right, what I mean, shaming them because they done something wrong
Shaming
to
doesn't
make them
mean that you're in the
recognize it.
right. Shaming doesn't mean that you're in the
Nah,
right. Let's
nah,
correct
but
that.
like, but shaming, like when it comes to trying to shame a man for what talking about women and the shit they do and the fuck, and all that shit. No, I mean it doesn't work because dudes got like more of a ironclad heart. I mean, not to let such bullshit get to
I mean, if a person says that they don't care what you say and they don't care, they continue to say they don't care, are you going to continue to explain it to them or try to get through
them.
to
Nope.
them?
Hell no. It's a waste of time and energy. Oh man, that's life draining.
Okay. So,
I forgot I forgot what you call a male succubus. I forgot the name for it, but yeah, but
okay, so
dudes sometimes will tend to like drain other men's energy. It's crazy.
okay, do you think it's possible for a content creator to make a space look bad?
Yeah, but saying all dumb, crazy ass shit like Obsidian did at one time.
Yeah, what did Obsidian do that one time?
Saying something about like uh talking about another dude's dick and shit like that. I'm like, oh hell no. But yeah,
Okay,
so
D
they
Rod,
kind of
D Rod,
made him
D
look
Rod,
bad.
D Rod Dan just sent me another cash app. Said there are 6 gift memberships left out there. Okay, okay. So what you saying that I decide who gets these memberships? I mean, how does a gift membership work anyway? I mean, do is it gifted? Is like let me see, because I don't want to obligate people who don't ask for it. That's the thing, you know. But I guess they wouldn't call it a gift if it were like that. Let me see.
I was working on my damn stream, man. I was about to come on and talk, just have a little geek talk. I was
Uh,
working
uh,
on
oh,
the
oh, you
pictures
was
and
working on
shit.
stream. What was gonna be
Yeah, yeah,
about?
yeah. You popped up. You popped up out of nowhere. I mean, well, a mixture of different, geek shit. Like, I was about to talk about The Witcher, a
Okay, but
couple of
you know,
trailers.
well, my content is in a different lane than yours would be. So it's no. I mean, you could have went ahead and did it because you're doing your channel for you, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, shit. My boy's on, so I like to sit back and listen
Oh,
and
okay.
hold
I
on.
mean, well, I mean, your choice, but yeah, man. By all means, I continue to work on your content, bro. Just
Oh yeah.
keep pushing, man. I mean, shit.
Trying to come up with an idea for my thumbnail and all that shit. So yeah, man, because some of this shit I'm gonna talk about, man, is exciting, and I also do point out some of the feminist shit that I've seen in there, especially in The Witcher, the
uh,
show and the game. So
okay. Yeah, yeah, and that's why I more so learned to, if I'm gonna go back to my channel, the Black Dimension, and start doing entertainment reviews, I'm gonna have to watch stuff I don't want to watch because if I don't like something, I just don't watch it. But I got it. I
oh
guess
man,
if I'm going to be a content creator that does reviews on certain content that's out there that people are talking about, like I've gone from looking forward to everything released by the MCU to not even wanting to, not even caring anymore. It's like it's like Avengers Secret Wars come out in 3 years. Okay, whatever. So what? Yeah, but I used to be excited about shit like that. But since we call ourselves content creators, like I said, I might have to put up with some shit I don't want to put up with. You
yeah,
know,
I mean, yeah, to the degree, but then again, you don't put up with it, to the point to where it's draining, like draining all of your life force shit, to where you're
yeah,
just zapped with energy.
yeah, yeah. That's what it is. So I mean, but the all right. So if let me ask you a question. If a black man in particular makes content basically focused on the black female, what do you believe that guy's end game is?
On the black female, as in like trying to uh, bring us together and
I
trying to
mean, what
work it out, make deals, negotiate with, or
negotiate is funny as shit. I want to let you know that it's funny as shit. But
yeah. I mean,
oh,
and you
oh,
see it too. Like they may not say it, but damn it, that's exactly what they're doing. You know what I mean?
oh.
Yeah, I mean,
The fuck, man! I'm not. No. Why would no? I don't negotiate with terrorists. No, I'm just playing. That's an exaggeration. But
damn right.
it is it's almost like that. I mean, why are guys negotiating? Why are you negotiating? Just like do like everyone else does. Put up with the ones that put up with you. This is not
Yep.
is not a tough decision. It really is.
And ignore the crazy bitches like the plague.
I mean, shit. I mean, I've been played by a bitch. I mean, seriously, it was 20 years ago, but you have to hold on to things like that because you have to get the lesson out of it. Because if you forget the shit, you're doomed to repeat it. You
Oh,
know,
damn right.
if look, ever since then, I didn't get played like that anymore. I'll tell you that much. Ever since then, because I learned to wheel and deal certain ways because of that. You know, being a naive person, especially if you are a young black man, is not an excuse in the court of public opinion. It's not. So you have to you catch yourself in the position to make as many intelligent moves as possible. If you
I paid her
don't,
phone bill, brother Cab, and she played me.
I mean, I ain't going into all that shit, man, for real. But it's like, it's. I'll just say this: you only can play me one time. You're not gonna play me again, and that, in fact, you ruined it for everyone else. And if people can take in lessons like that instead of just being ashamed that it happened at all, then everything would be fine. It's like I didn't give up. I didn't go into some movement or anything. I mean, I just kept being me. That learned a little bit more with each experience, and I believe I turned out pretty okay. You know, I didn't shut them down. I mean, what the hell else I was gonna do? I have needs. What about you? He over there doing something. But anyway, look at some of these comments. He said, "How do guys get it but don't?" No one is telling niggas to stop. Yeah, no one is telling them to stop. Yeah, yeah. If I sounded like I was trying to tell niggas, yeah, I was saying that, then I'm mistaken. It's ridiculous. Everything that exists begin with dialogue and discussion about how the outcome would be. Facts. Don't forget the guys who complain about certain women. We know who, but they still don't fool with them. Like, yeah, it's like I'll agree with that. Why are you complaining about women that won't fool with you, that you won't fool with? It's like they over there, you're over here. Why don't you worry about what you're doing over here? I mean, and I don't necessarily like it when people put it under the guise of caring about the community. I do care about behaviors too. I do care about what behaviors that, my kid is exposed to, but don't let that restrict you from doing whatever the fuck you want to do. It's just that when you do something really idiotic and stupid, just understand that people are going to fucking talk about it, whether you're male or female. And that's all I'm trying to say. Period. That's it. So glad I didn't pay to see that mess. Wakanda Forever, aka the Black Mary Sue movie. Yeah, I just had to kind of learn that, just I'm not gonna expect, things that are made just to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I do also understand that I'm not the only one watching this shit. Zentober just became a YouTube member. Alrighty. Thank you for the memberships. I really appreciate this. Really appreciate this, man. Thanks for the love.
Oh yeah, and I'm still working on my show, my review for Superman and Lois. I'm on like the 11th episode with my notes. Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
trying to juggle a whole bunch of shit. So yeah, I mean, no, maybe a little bit late on it, but oh well. I mean, but I'm planning on going in on it. So because I'm taking notes like a motherfucker.
Okay. All right. You're gonna go in on it. What happened? More bullshit, or I heard it was
I
actually pretty
mean, yeah,
good.
dude. So some bullshit, and I want to try to like take at least one or two, like maybe 15, 20-second clips from it, and use it in my review. To point out some shit that I've seen. The normal people, will, or not normal people, but other people will look at it and just go with it, as being just a show and not being able to look at it through that lens. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So and point out all the feminism shit and all the bitch madeness and shit. And I can't stand that with men on these damn movies and shows. I just want to go in there and just snatch their ass up, man. Just try to snatch the man out of a motherfucker.
And you know
Like, man,
what? And you
get
know,
your balls out of a bitch purse, man.
yeah. But you know what opportunity that does present though? If they keep doing it, you could actually support creators that don't do it. It's like, I understand that these guys are backed by billion and billion-dollar machines, but if you give it, if you give them that rawness back, like the rawness of creativity, then what it'll do, it'll cause a ripple effect. First of all, new creators can get a spotlight, and then these incumbent creators can step their game up, and then that way everybody wins. So that's what I say. Support the smaller creators. I understand that a lot of us grew up with Superman and Batman, and all this other shit. And but we got to understand, it's like it's not a real problem once you understand and learn that there's all kinds of fiction out there that you can enjoy. I mean, I'm not making excuses for them because, like I said, that's why I got tired of the MCU. I got tired of all the woke crap. I mean, you don't want my money at the end of the day. That's what I say. You don't want my money, and everything is not made for me. So,
But yeah, I'm with you there.
all right. So, Sir Anthony said, I think I missed a chapter in the Black Manosphere saga because S.B.E started out as a solid concept. Now it seems to have been perverted by the crazies in this space. What did I miss? Man, let me tell you, they'll take anything and pervert the shit. They will. I mean, just like the word simp, like you know, simp had an actual definition, but all of a sudden everything and everyone became a simp. And because of that, it's like a lot of that shit has lost its meaning. When I say the word simp, it actually means something. That's me. That's the kind of belief I have in myself. But when a lot of these dudes, I understand a lot of these weirdos say you can't call a married man that takes his wife input a simp, shit like that. You can't, you can't call a dude that opens a door for his grandmother a simp. You can't do that. Shit makes no fucking sense. You know.
Like taking some advisory from your woman. It's it's not wrong. There's
No,
nothing
no,
wrong with
no,
that.
no, no, no. I'm saying, I mean, take it like I said. If you decide to get in a committed relationship, you're going to have to treat her like a human being, not some housemaid. Whatever you like, whatever you like, whatever you like. That shit's unnatural. I mean, but unless you that kind of dude,
That
like
what that
go
whatever
go
you
go
want.
go go make me a sandwich, bitch. Make sure my ice water got 3 ice cubes in it. Okay, sir. Okay, whatever you want, whatever you want. No, no, no. Sums up. I don't know. Sums up with that. I would say sums up with that kind of behavior. But you can't. I mean, for me, it's like it seems as if in order to be effective, these guys believe that you have to have a woman act like that for real. And I don't know. I like a little assertiveness in my women. I like a little bit of telling me what they think. acting like this shit actually matters.
I don't. Hey,
Oh shit.
hey,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hey, can you go make me a sandwich right now? Right now.
Shoot. But a married man can still be a simp. Does the word henpeck come to mind? Yep, yep, yep. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is a perfect example of that. Shoot.
Hell, Steve Harvey, Boyce Walker.
Boyce Watkins, because uh, Boyce Watkins was literally the last in line, and he still accepted it. He was literally the last in line.
Derek Jackson. Yeah.
Derrick Jackson was putting on. He was putting on. He was a grifter. Uh, Let me see. Ace Metaphor. That's another grifter. Um, the motherfucker actually charges for classes. And I mean, hell, if they want to pay for that shit, Shaka Nulu said them niggas are the poster childs of simps. Yeah, yeah, doc. Like, yeah, he was the last man in line. He was the last one considered. He was he was the last one considered. After everybody else and every other relationship that he had been like that she had been in, he was the last choice, and he still took it. And I bet you he believes he's a hell of a man for that shit. Just treat him like a
And bending down on one knee. Shit. No.
20 years later. I married my soulmate. She was my soulmate. She just realized it a lot later than I did. Jesus. Yeah. But time is winding down. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I know some of y'all have to get up and go to church and praise the Lord. I don't think that I'm
I'll have
uh
church at home.
Sir Anthony, thank you for the cash app. I really appreciate the support. Actually, he does, Kev. He thinks single men are pussies that won't take a single mother. Well, well, we can't win them all, y'all. Everybody ain't gonna think of us as like how we want them to think of it, and I'll just chalk it up just to that. I'm just saying, Dr. Umar and Boyce Watkins can, you know, think about that shit till the cows come home. They can take it and shove it up their collective asses. Like for real, man. Like, dude, man, ain't
I just
nobody,
got done eating, nigga.
ain't nobody got to do what you did, motherfucker. Like, shit, indignify yourself. The man that he realizes that he was just settled for. Dude was settled for. He was settled for. He has the
He
embarrassment of
sure
people
was.
publicly knowing that.
Damn. Yep.
There's no way. There's nothing he can say. You were settled for, buddy, and the choice you had before that was Buzz Cut herself, Yvette Carnell.
Hey, and he got some gaming channel too.
Say who?
And he got some gaming channel too.
A gaming channel.
Yeah, Boys Walker's got a gaming channel. I think
Buzz
I seen him
Watkins got
play
what?
one.
What?
Yeah, I seen him play one. Yeah, there was he had a stream where he was playing like a shooting game.
Oh God!
I forgot which one, Modern Warfare, but I know it wasn't Halo.
Oh my God! Wait, he was trying. He was trying something different. Someone keep your mind off the fact that he was last place.
Yeah,
If you're not first, you're last.
he
Present.
probably he probably was doing that because his wife put him on the couch. She was mad.
Yeah. I was saying, yeah. Got me a PlayStation, because I was PlayStation before she gave me that call one day and asked me to save her. Like, it was Call of Duty. Boys Watkins play Call of Duty, so I guess he'll get more views, and people won't simp because he play video games. Shit, they probably think he even bigger simp if you play. Well, they think you're like a people think you're like a nerd and a dweeb, and oh yeah, they'll call you an incel if you're a video gamer or some shit like that. What was that Tommy called that guy that shot up the place after he lost a game of Madden King? Hmm.
But that's the first time me hearing this. What the hell?
Man said play video games while she's getting served by the neighborhood. LOL. While she mysteriously goes out with her homegirls again. I'm going out with Brenda. Brenda
She
again?
said I must. She
No,
said I
you
must have the carousel.
going to see Willie D. Goddamn. Or Willie's D. Whatever.
I tell you what, I was shocked to see Joe Rogan live today on YouTube.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you said Joe Rogan, but what?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to put an end to this broadcast, y'all. Like to thank D Rock Dan for gifting those memberships. I really appreciate like I said, the continued support. Like to thank everyone for stopping by. Is I asked the question: is SBE being used to protect wholesome word? The point at the end of the day is anything can be used for a dubious purpose. Anything, including being brutally honest and claiming all these movements. It is anything can be used. Okay, so although SBE is a concept that probably is going to continue to be used throughout the space that is known as I would have to say the black manosphere, or the blacker parts of YouTube, the hood, as some of y'all like to say. There's going to be some people that are going to bastardize it, and those people, from what I've been made to understand and believe, are chat maggers. So that's it for now. Thank you all for attending, and the Smoke Show Sundays is tomorrow night, and where I will basically say that pro blacks are the ones that are trying to save the hoes. So, whatever cheesy explanation that I come up with for this, you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow night. So, anyway, um, thank you to all of the new channel members. Thank you for the Cash App support that I received tonight and the Super Chat support. You guys are awesome. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for Smoke Show Sundays. Long live the habitual line steppers and Kev we
Peace.
trust. And when you don't give up, you win. And don't challenge a motherfucker after you call them light skinned. They'll decline your invitation. Oh shit, peace out.
Peace, bro.